Now, what I find really interesting is the higher the income level is, the more the kind of dreams and aspiration you have with wealth actually match creating more wealth. Yeah. The lower your income level tends to be, the more your aspirations actually create poverty. And we'll show you exactly how that works and how to switch the mindset around. There's, by the way, nothing wrong with anything on this list. Nothing. Right? It's just the way people traditionally fund them will either make them rich or poor. Now, I want to make you a couple of promises as a result of what we'll be doing here. Right? The first promise is, I'm going to show you exactly how the super rich think to avoid certain things on this list impoverishing them. So they can still have them, but in a way that actually does not, they don't risk losing it all. I'm going to show you how to spot opportunities in the very same mindset so that you're freed to enjoy things without having to worry about it. The key thing here is financial freedom. For me, the idea of financial freedom is not necessarily having $1 million in the bank. In fact, that's probably the worst place to have it. It's to be able to risk the rest of your life on whatever standard of living that you like without having to work again. Now, if you choose to work, that's one thing. Then you can do your research, you can start a microbank, you can do whatever it is you want. But the point is, financial freedom comes before wealth. You see, a lot of people think they need to reach up and find all these fantastic things, live this amazing lifestyle and so on. And again, let me emphasize, there's nothing wrong with this lifestyle. But the problem is, on the way there, if people miss the financial freedom step, then this is very temporary. And it'll be there one day and gone the next.
Is that why people who win the lottery tend to lose all their money?
Exactly. So we're coming on to that as we go through the thing. And this is a well-documented case. Most people who win the lottery or come into a sudden inheritance or big money, within, usually it's within a year or so, sometimes it's within 2 or 3 years, they don't just come back to the position they were in before they started, they're usually worse off. And it has to do with a mental blueprint of what money is, how it works, what it does, and what you do with it. It has to do with a mental blueprint about how much money you're allowed to have. What I'd like to do is show you what that blueprint is, show you where the mistakes are that most people have, show you why people, even if they're earning $1 million incomes, can still be on the poverty line, and how to switch that around. Go ahead.
When I was a financial advisor, I worked for the Bank of the Florida Lottery. Mm-hmm. So people were paid with a bank check, and we got to advise a lot of those people. And it was very common. They had one lottery that people would win $500,000 or $600,000, enough money to change a lot of lives. Mm-hmm. But of the ones that I worked with, there was only one who kept that money for more than about 18 months. Right. They normally had, and we would advise them, think about how much you need that you want to spend, and then we would suggest, well, do twice that. You know, they would say, well, I just want to keep 30,000. We'd say, keep 60. Mm-hmm. And then we would talk about investing the rest. But within literally months, they would have blown through all of the 60. They would be calling up, selling these theoretically life-changing long-term investments that they had. And usually within 12 to 18 months, it was all gone. And they've done studies that show people who win those types of lotteries, particularly the one-time payment lotteries, are worse off mentally because now they have the scar of having had all of that, and now that it's disappeared and they're looking back and thinking that they've blown it all.
Now, we'll come on to that, and there's a lot of beliefs around money, about wealth, people who have money, good, bad, and indifferent. One of the key ideas I want you to have